welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to show you how to make this beautiful star granny square. And I made a blanket out of this a few years back. It's a Dallas Cowboy theme, color theme, Dallas Cowboy, and this time I'm going to show you in this baby colored theme. And for this granny square, you'll need 4.5mm hook, a darting needle, and a pair of scissors to cut your yarn. And the yarn that I'm using today is, I have one for a petal pink red heart super saver acrylic yarn, and I also have a light blue also from red heart super saver acrylic medium waisted weight yarn. Now I have the pattern for this on my Etsy shop. If you wanna grab a copy, I would leave a link down below so you could print it out and follow along, or you could just follow along on this tutorial video. Before we get started, I just want to mention for, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5, for round 5 we have an option of doing the traditional chains to begin the row, or we could begin it as the standing treble, so that way it's not really noticeable where you started the round. This one you could barely notice it. I started it over here on the top right corner, but I will leave that option to you. It's your choice, it's personal preference. Either you want to do it with the chain or the standing treble crochet to begin round 5. I believe this is round 5. Alright, to begin we need, I'm just gonna follow this color theme. We're just gonna make a magic circle. Have that in place there, and we will chain 3. 1 2 3. Okay, we have 3 chains, and we will put 14 double crochet into the magic ring. Okay, we have 14, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. We can go ahead and close that circle, and go ahead and close it tight, and we're going to slip stitch to the top of chain 3. So 1 2 3 up here. And that completes round 1. To begin round 2, we'll chain 6, 3, okay. We'll slip stitch to the second chain from the hooks, which is this one right here. And we'll just slip stitch, single crochet in into the next chain, half double crochet the next chain, and double crochet the next chain, and treble the last chain. And we will skip the next 2 chains and slip stitch to the third stitch, and that is the first point of your star. We'll just repeat that process 4 more times and we will have our star. So again, to begin, chain 6, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slip stitch second chain from the hook. Okay, slip stitch second chain from the hook, and we will single crochet next chain, half double crochet the next chain, double crochet the next chain, and treble the last remaining chain. And we will skip 2 stitches and slip stitch to the third stitch. And there we have our 2 points of our star. You'll just repeat that process 3 more times and I'll meet you when we join to the first point of our star. Alright, I am at the end of round 2 here. And I'm gonna go ahead and skip 2 stitches and slip stitch to the third chain. Okay. And then cut off your yarn and pass it off, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do the invisible join. So go ahead and pull this loop up, cut my yarn, and we will pull it all the way up. Oops, that one is not supposed to be there. Let me redo that one right there. Okay. Okay, and go ahead and pull it all the way through the loop. You need your darting needle, and we will join it. Let's see, skip 2 and slip stitch, or join it to the third stitch. Okay. Slip stitch there, and I'm going to go ahead and go into this back and forth. And I want to bring it down to where my circle is at. I could weave it in the rest of the ends into that circle. That looks good. I'll go ahead and cut this. Alright, so don't worry if your star is flipping inwards or curving inwards. We will flatten that out as we work our round 3. So go ahead and put that aside, and to begin round 3 we need soft pink yarn. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my yarn here. Okay, your star should look somewhat like this. And don't worry if your star is curving upward. Once we put round 3 down, it will straighten or flatten that star down. So to begin round 3, first we need to locate the slip stitch on a point. So this is where, so to locate the slip stitch, you just go backwards. So this is the treble, this is the double, this is the half double, this is the single, and this is the slip stitch. Then insert our hook to where we slip stitch. I go ahead, if I could insert my hook in there. Oh, alright. And grab our pink yarn, petal pink yarn to be exact. Come on. We'll do a chain 1 to attach that yarn. And on that same stitch, we're going to go back and do a single crochet. Okay. My stitches are very tight. And then we'll do a half double the next stitch. And I'm just weaving this in as I go. Okay, and double crochet the next 2 stitches. That's 1. That's 2. Alright, we have 1 remaining on this side, and we will do a 3 treble together. So we will yarn over twice, and we'll insert a hook there to that last one, and normally when we do treble, we just yarn over and pull through both of these loops, but we're not doing that. We're gonna do 3 treble together. So we're gonna yarn over twice, insert the hook into that slip stitches from the previous round, and we will, don't complete it yet, we need 1 more, so we're gonna yarn over twice again and into the starting point or the base of that pointed star, or alright, so we now have 4 loops on our hook. We can go ahead, yarn over, and pull all the way through, and that is 3 treble together. Now we're back on the side. We're going to do one double crochet the next 2 stitches, and 1/2 the next stitch, single the next stitch, okay, and as you can see here, I still have a stitch hiding there. We're just gonna do a slip stitch into that stitch. So if I get my hook in there and do a slip stitch, and now you have one side of the pentagon. Notice if you lay it down, these 2 are connected by round 3. So we're just gonna repeat this process all the way around 4 more times till you get the starting point. I will show it to you one more time. So we're back again where we started. We did a slip stitch to that very point, and now we're going to single crochet the next stitch. So get my hook in there. So 1. All right. Oh, this is a very, very tight stitch. There we go. And half double the next stitch, double crochet the next 2 stitches, so 1, 2, and again now we have 1 stitch remaining on this side. So let's do yarn over twice, and we'll try to do a treble, but don't complete it the last step. So yarn over twice again. We'll insert a hook to that slip stitch, and we will work a treble in there, but don't complete the treble. Yarn over twice again, and into that next stitch, insert a hook there and do a treble. And now we have 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over, and we pull through all the 4 loops, and we're back working on this side. We'll just do 2 double crochets in this, or 1 double crochet the next 2 stitches, half next stitch, and single the next stitch. And again, you will find that you have 1 more stitch remaining there, so we will slip stitch into that stitch. Oops, okay, I didn't grab the whole loop there. And I'm just slip stitching onto the 1 loop that I could grab. Okay, and you'll do that 3 more times, and I will meet you when we close round 3. Right, I just put in my last single crochet and I have to slip stitch to the last stitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a loop and slip stitch there. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the very first single crochet. I will slip stitch there as well, and that completes round 3. Now you have a star inside a pentagon, and it should look like something like this. All right, to begin round 4, chain 1, single crochet back into that stitch, single crochet the next stitch, and half double crochet the next stitch, and 2 half double crochet the next 2 stitches. And then half double crochet next stitch, and then single crochet the next 2 stitches, and slip stitch the next 2. And that completes that side. We'll just repeat that all the way around till you reach your starting point. So I'll show it to you one more time. So we will single crochet next 2 stitches, and half double crochet the next stitch, two half double crochet the next 2 stitches. Right? And half double crochet into the next stitch, 2 single crochet, or single crochet the next 2 stitches, and slip stitch the next 2 stitches. Okay. Go. And that's 2 sides completed. And then you just repeat that all the way around. I will meet you back when we close round 4 together. I just did single crochet the next 2 stitches, and I'll just slip stitch this last 2 stitches. Okay, and this is the join stitch from the previous row, and we will slip stitch to the very first single crochet of this round. Right, and that completes round 4. It should look like there's somewhat of a circle going around. Don't worry if your circle is crooked. It will, well, straighten that out once we put round 5 down. So don't worry about if it's crooked. And we can go ahead and actually pass it off, or I'm gonna go ahead and do a invisible join. Go ahead and cut my yarn. Whoops, I don't know where that came from. I'm gonna go ahead and weave this in. I said I'm gonna slip stitch to the first single crochet, so that's where I'm inserting my needle. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to that very last stitch and tuck it a bit there, and we'll just weave this in here. All the way through. Give it a little tug there. And go back to where we came from. Give it a little tug again. And that should secure that in place. Cut this yarn. And this one is where I work my tail end in, and I would just wanna go back so I could secure that in place. Alright. And go ahead and hold on to the loop there. And we got our yarn. Sorry, my yarns are flying everywhere. Right. And that is our finished work so far. Now for round 5, as I told you, you have 2 options to start round 5. You could start it traditional way, like we chain to start, or we could do a standing treble. And I would leave the link down below of a tutorial of how to do the standing treble or double. I think it's called Mowgli blog standing double crochet, but I incorporated it to a treble. So go ahead and check that link out if you are interested. Okay, to start round 5, first we need to locate the 2 double crochet and 1 half double crochet, and that's where we'll start or insert our hook. Okay, so this is 2 half double crochet and 1 half double crochet, and we will insert our hook between those, so after the first half double crochet. You could do that, or you could start by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the traditional way to start the round, or we could do a standing treble. So we're gonna grab the yarn. I'm gonna yarn over 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. So that's, now we have like 3 loops on our hook. And then let's see, we're gonna find that stitch again. This is where we're gonna say we're gonna start after the first half and before the 2 treble, and then we're gonna insert a hook, yarn over, and insert our hook again, yarn over, oops, okay, and yarn over, and one more, yarn over. Okay, this is how the standing treble would look like. And now you can go ahead and proceed to the pattern, and we're gonna do a 1 treble the next stitch. Whoops, 1 treble the next stitch, yarn over twice. It's 1, 2, 3. Sorry, my camera turned off because of low battery. I've now charged it, and then I'm back. Hopefully it won't turn off. So we did 2 treble here, and now 1 double crochet the next stitch. Whoops, okay, all right, 1 double crochet the next stitch, and half double crochet the next 2 stitches, right? And we will single crochet the next 5 stitches. Okay, I just did 5 single crochets, and we'll put half double crochet the next 2 stitches, and 1 double crochet the next stitch, and treble the next 2 stitches. Okay, and we chain 3, and this is gonna be that corner turn or corner space, and you'll just repeat this all the way around till you reach your starting point. I will show you one more time. So to start, we need to make a treble crochet the next 2 stitches, okay, and 1 double crochet the next stitch, half double crochet the next 2 stitches, and single crochet the next 5 stitches. And half double crochet the next 2 stitches, double crochet the next stitch, treble crochet the next 2 stitches, and chain 3, all right, and you'll repeat that 2 more times, and I will meet you when we join the round. I am back, and I just did my last 3 chains on this side, and I want to do a invisible join. So I'm gonna cut my yarn, Actually, I'm gonna pull one stitch down. There we go, and pull. Oops, pull too much. So I want to have 2 chains on this side. And where's my... Okay. Alright. So we have 2 tails to weave in. As you can see here, this is half of a stitch. So in order to complete that, I need to have these first tail end to go over that way. And this one, I need it to go into the stitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that one loop and go back and grab that loop, or chain rather. And we're just gonna connect these 2 together. Okay, make sure it's not twisted. Okay, that is just gonna make our 3rd chain of that corner space. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this loop or tail down here, so I can weave it in down here. And here we go. Okay, not quite small as I intended. Okay, that's pretty small there. I don't know if you could see that. That's about the same size as this one. So now working our other tail end. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring that up front. Okay, and then I want to bring it to the back, so I'm gonna go both under this loop and then I wanna weave it in all the way down. Hold that there, and I want to weave it in along these sides. And your work should look like this. I know it's a little crooked square, but once we put in the last round, it will even it out a little. All right, we need petal pink yarn again. So for this, again, you have the option to do chain 2 or a standing double crochet. So I'm going to show you how to do the standing, which is going to yarn over twice. So we have 2 loops on our hook. We want to insert our hook on top of our treble, so right here, before or after the chain 3. So we can go ahead, insert a hook to the top of the treble crochet, pull up a loop, pull through, okay, and pull through 2, and that is a double crochet right there. We'll just double crochet all the way across till we reach the very last stitch on this side. So double crochet all the way down. So double crochet all the way down in each of the stitches. Total of 15 double crochet, counting the chain 3 or the standing double crochet. So we need to have, oopsies, 15 going across. And 15. Now you reach the corner space or the chain 3. We are going to do 2 double crochet into that chain 3 space, and chain 2. We'll put 2 more double crochet to complete that corner. Okay, and that is the first side done. And you'll just repeat that all the way along the side, and I will meet you when we close this round. Just remember, when you hit that corner, you'll put 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and then 2 more double crochets, and then you're back putting double crochets into the stitches. It should be 15 across along the side, and I will meet you back when we close round 6 together. Alright, I am back, and I've just finished up my corner, and now I just gotta weave in this end. So I'll just repeat the process of how I weaved in my last row around, and now we can snip our yarn, and I believe we are done. See, it straightened the edge a little bit once you put in your last round. And now I have 3 of these, so a few more I need for a blanket. Hit like if you like this tutorial video, and subscribe if you haven't already. I do crochet tutorials every Tuesday and Friday, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you won't miss another video. thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.